Hello everyone and welcome back to Csec English with Ms.Skeene. In today's video, we will be going through the Csec English A Paper 1, June 2008. If you want to see more videos of this nature, please leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed, share the link with someone you think it might benefit. Now let's get straight into this video. Items 1 to 5. Each sentence has either one or two words missing. Choose from the four options the word or pair of words which best completes the meaning of the sentence. Mark your choice on the answer sheet. Sentence completion is one of the sections on paper 1 that requires the use of context clues. So before your exam, try to enhance your vocabulary so that the items will not pose as a challenge for you. One of the ways that you can tackle sentence completion items is by looking at the words and phrases that come before and after the blank space. Sometimes we need a positive word, and at other times we need a negative word. Now let's try to answer the items. Item 1. The journalists were impressed by the dash of the statesman whose speeches had a profound dash on all who heard them. Is it A, appearance and reaction, B, presence and result, C, emotion and sensation, or D, eloquence and effect? Based on the context of the sentence, we can conclude that the answer is D, eloquence and effect. So the journalists were impressed by the eloquence of the statesman whose speeches had a profound effect on all who heard them. Item 2. The clerk was granted a promotion because she was A, indifferent, B, lackadaisical, C, industrious, or D, indolent. Indifferent means mediocre or average. Lackadaisical means lazy or you are work shy. Industrious means that you're hardworking, and indolent also means lazy. So the answer is C, industrious, which is hardworking. Item 3. The community was dashed when the hard-working pastor was accused of corruption. Is it A, pleased, B, appalled, C, ecstatic, D, irritated? Pleased means happy, appalled means shocked or frightened, ecstatic means joyful, and irritated means annoyed. Therefore, the answer is B, appalled. Item 4. Justice must be seen to be done, for dash treatment can cause great dash. Is it A, unlawful and surprise, B, pronounced and anger, C, unfair and resentment, or D, unrewarded and bitterness? Based on the context of the sentence, our answer will be C, unfair and resentment. Justice must be seen to be done, for unfair treatment can cause great resentment. Item 5. Are you trying to dash that all along he knew of the plot to oust the committee? Is it A, persist, B, accuse, C, clarify, or D, insinuate? Persist means to continue, accuse means to blame, clarify means to explain, and insinuate means to imply. Based on the context of the sentence, our answer will be D, insinuate. Items 6 to 10. Directions. In the following sentences, one of the underlined words may be misspelled. Choose from the 4 options A, B, C the word that is misspelled. If no word is misspelled, choose option D. Item 6. When the museum purchased his paintings, the artist received many compliments. Where is the spelling error? Is it at A, museum, B, received, or C, compliments? The spelling error is at C. Compliments, spelt C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T-S, means a polite expression of praise or admiration. Compliments, spelt C-O-M-P-L-E-M-E-N-T-S, means a thing that contributes extra features to something else in such a way as to improve or emphasize its quality. Item 7. The secretary had made up a calendar of events, but there was not enough stationery to give each member a copy. Is the spelling error at A, secretary, B, calendar, C, stationery, or is it D, no error? The error is at B, calendar. Calendar is spelled C-A-L-E-N-D-A-R. Item 8. When you are compiling the estimates for the recurrent expenditure, do you include breakages? Is the spelling error at A, compiling, B, recurrent, C, expenditure, or is it D, no error? The error is at B. Recurrent is spelled R-E-C-U-R-R-E-N-T. Item 9. The arguments put forward by the irate parent merely helped to further aggravate the situation. Is the spelling error at A, arguments, B, irate, C, aggravate, or is it D, no error? The error is at C. Aggravate is spelled A-G-G-R-A-V-A-T-E. Item 10. The opinion that men are superior to women is a fallacy which men themselves perpetuated for centuries. Is the spelling error at A, superior, B, fallacy, C, perpetuated, or is the sentence error-free? The answer is D, no error. Items 11 to 15. Directions. Choose the word or phrase that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word or phrase. Item 11. After the story was published in the newspaper, his colleagues ostracized him. Answer options: A, accepted, B, discussed, C, understood, D, recognized. Ostracized means to shun or to reject, so the opposite of ostracized is accepted. Item 12. The celebrated author published his second novel when he was only 21. Celebrated in this context means renowned or well known. So we're looking for the opposite of well known. The answer options are A, infamous, B, incompetent, C, uninteresting, D, unknown. If you are not well known, you are unknown. So our answer is D. Item 13. The headgear worn by the factory worker is made from artificial material. The word artificial is applied to anything made by human work. The answer options are A. Synthetic, B. Natural, C. Man-made, D. Prefabricated. If it is not artificial, then it is natural. Item 14. As far as I'm concerned, the lattice windows are the most conspicuous feature on the building. Conspicuous means visible or noticeable. The answer options are A. Negligible, B. Important, C. Negative, D. Insignificant. If it is not conspicuous or noticeable, then it is insignificant. Our answer is D. Item 15. She seems to be sensitive to the feelings of others. Sensitive means thoughtful or compassionate. The answer options are A. Unaffected by, B. Uninterested in, C. Unaware of, D. Unsure about. If you are not sensitive to the feelings of others, then you are unaffected by the feelings of others. Items 16 to 20. Directions. Each sentence in this section is followed by 4 sentences A, B, C, and D. Choose the one nearest in meaning to the original sentence. Item 16. When James returned from New York, his accent had changed, although it was there for only 3 months. The answer options are A. For 3 months, James changed his accent when he returned from New York. B. James changed his accent when he returned from New York because he was only there for 3 months. C. Despite being in New York for only 3 months, James's accent had changed upon his return. D. James's accent had not changed for 3 months, although he had returned from New York. The answer is C. Despite being in New York for only 3 months, James's accent had changed upon his return. Item 17. Although you have the right to dissent, you have to be careful that you do not disregard the established rules and regulations, or you may be expelled. The answer options are A. You will be expelled whenever you show disregard for established rules and regulations, although you are right to dissent. B. When you dissent and show disregard for established rules and regulations, you may be expelled. C. Showing disregard for established rules and regulations when you dissent will cause you to be expelled. D. You can disagree, but you have to be cautious not to flout established rules and regulations, or it may bring about your expulsion. The answer is D. You can disagree, but you have to be cautious not to flout established rules and regulations, or it may bring about your expulsion. If you need explanations for these items, please click the card above to watch previous videos I have done. Item 18. It took the construction firm nearly 3 years to complete the new highway because of the uneven terrain and consistent inclement weather. The answer options are A. Because of the uneven ground and very bad weather, the firm took over 3 years to complete the new highway. B. The construction firm took 3 years to finish the new highway because of the uneven ground and very bad weather. C. The new highway was finished in just under 3 years because the construction firm was faced with uneven ground and regular bad weather. D. For nearly 3 years, the construction firm encountered uneven grounds and consistently bad weather when they tried to complete the new highway. The answer is C. The new highway was finished in just under 3 years because the construction firm was faced with uneven ground and regular bad weather. Item 19. You have become tardy in your preparations for your examinations during the last 2 months, so you must burn the candle at both ends during this week if you want to succeed. The answer options are A. Since you have not done much preparations for your examinations during the last 2 months, this week you must work doubly hard if you want to succeed. B. During this week, if you want to succeed, you must burn 2 candles in preparing for your examination since you were tardy during the last 2 months. C. If you want to pass your examination during this week, you must work doubly hard since you were tardy during the last 2 months. D. If the candles are not burnt at both ends as you prepare for your examinations this week, you will fail because you have been tardy during the last 2 months. The answer is A. Since you have not done much preparations for your examinations during the last 2 months, this week you must work doubly hard if you want to succeed. Burning the candle at both ends is an English idiom meaning to work long hours without rest, working late into the night and beginning early in the morning. So, to work doubly hard is to work long hours. Same thing as burning the candle at both ends. Item 20. The minister said that the members of the opposition had acted very irresponsibly because they were not in full possession of the facts and were constantly misleading the people. The answer options are A. The minister was accused by irresponsible members of the opposition of not having full knowledge of the facts and misleading the people. B. The minister accused the opposition of irresponsible action because of their lack of knowledge and their persistent misleading of the people. C. Not only did the minister say that the opposition was irresponsible, but that they were also ignorant and misleading the people. D. It was the uninformed opinion of the opposition that caused the minister to accuse them of acting irresponsibly and of constantly misleading the people. The answer is B. The minister accused the opposition of irresponsible action because of their lack of knowledge and their persistent misleading of the people. That's it for part 1 of this paper. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment down below, and subscribe. See you in the next video.